I am Hans.
And I am Franz.
And we are here to pump you up.
Okay guys, so this is Bill and Zach over here at AirsoftTactical.com, getting ready to go over the second video on unlocking guns. The first one was about AKs, and the second one is for M4s. We're doing this video for you M4 lovers like me. He likes AKs, I like M4s. Anyway, so Zach is going to lock this thing up for us with our low voltage 9.6 battery that's been used up. We're going to lock the piston back. And there we go, a locked up gun. So typically, as I said before, the gentleman or the young lady or whoever's going to come into the store going,
Mr. Zach, my gun broke, I just got it.
And then Zach's going to do this. He's going to take the 11.4 volt battery, 11.1, like I said, 11.1. Starting to wonder if I had my meds this morning. Which is using an 11.1 volt LiPo battery to just put enough extra juice to get the spring freed up. So I'm going to rock it to semi, and problem solved. Now the gun is firing. It's okay to fire a gun like this even though it's not 11.1 LiPo ready. It's okay to fire a few rounds out of this as long as you're not going full bore, going crazy with it up. And I want to make sure I explain to you why this gun locked up, because there is basically a motor in here, long type motor, an M4, short type, and an AK, and a gearbox with a piston inside. So there's 3 gears and a piston, and this piston moves back and forth, and it's got a sector gear that pulls it as it gets to the part where there's no teeth on the gear. Okay, the piston fires forward, and then it comes around again, picks up that piston and moves it back, and it fires forward. What happens is there's not enough juice in the 8.4, 9.6, or whatever battery that's going down to complete the cycle, so it pulls it back to where all it can, because it's a lot of tension when you get all that pushed back, and then it just locks up and says, hey, I'm not doing it anymore. So that's why you have to unlock your gun.
Okay, now an honorable mention here is the difference between linear springs and irregular pitch springs. Now if you look closely at an irregular pitch spring, you will see that the coils are closer together in some areas and further apart in others. Now the idea behind it is that when the sector gear picks up the piston and it's pulling the piston back, the spring is under a lot of tension, and the areas where the coils are further apart, they compress first. The theory behind it is that there's less drain on the gears, the motor, and the piston and whatnot, and once it's fully compressed, all of the teeth of your sector gear are all meshed in with the teeth of your piston, and then it compresses all of the coils at once and then lets go. So for those of you wanting to know the difference, that's the idea behind them.
So now we're going to go to our customer workstation that we have. We've got a special area for our customers in order to help you save money. Perhaps you don't have the money for a tech and you have some skills and you want to come to our store and buy parts from us and use our work area and get some advice from Zach or myself or whoever's here.
Alright guys, Zach with Airsoft Tactical. I'm going to show you how to pick at the anti-reversal latch to unlock a gearbox. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the motor plate off. You always want to check to make sure that your battery's unplugged before working on your airsoft guns and all that good stuff. So, gonna take these screws out. Now, I'm not as good as the hand model that we got to do the, he did the quick change spring videos, so you'll have to forgive the inconvenience to your eyes. LOL. Okay, so now we need to get the plugs off of the motor. So you just do there, and you do. Alright, so plugs are off, and the motor should just come right on out. Alright, so on your Elite Force gun, this is the M4 CQB by Aries. You see that you have 4 of the screws down there. A lot of your guns out there actually only have 2. So if you open this up and only see 2 down there, don't be surprised. So we're going to unscrew these and we're going to take the pistol grip off. Make sure you don't drop the screws in there. You don't want to get in a hairy situation.
Note, the motor cover slash hand grip has been removed, and now you have access to your anti-reversal latch.
Okay, so if you see in there, here's your anti-reversal latch. You just pull that guy back towards you and it'll reset the gearbox. Alright, so you've reset the gearbox. Now we're going to take the pistol grip and we're going to thread it back through those holes. Now we're going to screw the screws back in it and mount the pistol grip back onto the receiver. Now we're going to put the motor back into the pistol grip. Make sure your wires are on the same side of the pistol grip as when you took it off.
That's for the Aries. Only some are different.
Yeah, it's going to be different for different guns. Okay, now we're going to reattach the tabs. Make sure you put the red one on the red one and the black one on the black one. Now we're going to put the motor grip plate back on. Just want to make sure that it clears the wires. You don't want your wires in the way when putting it back together. Press that down. I'm screwing the screws back into the pistol grip. It is firm, like anus of polar bear. There you go, comrades. The most effective way of repairing M4 rifle.
So it's important to note that when Zach took this off, he did not mess with this screw. This is your motor height adjustment screw, so you should not need to turn it or adjust it. It should be perfect, but you always want to test it when you're done. And that's the end of how to unlock your M4 airsoft rifle. We've shown you a video on the AK now and a video on the M4. If you have any questions, feel free to call our store at 336-525-9144.
I am Hans,
And I am Franz.
and we are here to up you up, up you up, up you up.
Can you tell I got ADD?
Look, it's a chicken.
Remember the thing with Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd where he's like,
So,
You never saw that?
I don't remember. I mean, I probably saw it, but man, I'm 47, dude. That was like, you know.
only 40s kids will remember this.
I think I have a booger.
Hey guys, if you liked the video, make sure you hit the like. If you dislike the video, go ahead and close the page and don't dislike it. Leave your comments below. Tell us if it was helpful, if it was unhelpful, if it was unclear. If you have more questions, post it in the comments below. Unless the video is upside down, then it's like that. Unless you're watching the video upside down, then it's still like that. If you're watching it sideways, then just the gyro is probably messed up in your phone. So you might want to have that looked at. Hopefully you bought it from a local place with a warranty. Okay, let me get back to work.